Hi, it's Paul. Today I'm just going to look at defects and pending defects and how we need to deal with them. So what I'm going to do first is go into vehicles, which is here, and I'm going to use this vehicle because I know it's got a defect on it that we can go through. So over here on the right hand side you'll see it says the vehicle has a pending defect on it. So if I just click on that, and it shows me here again that we've got a pending defect on this vehicle. So it says view pending defects under action here. Just click on that and scroll down. Now we look at the defect or the defects on the sheet here, and you can see they're all repeated here. So every day he's been saying there's a crack on the back light, there's a bumper slightly out of place, and the mirror cap's broken. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the oldest day, or the oldest day, the earliest day that was actually reported, and we're going to add it to the defects. At the moment you can see it's under pending defects, and we need to move it onto defects here. So there's a way of doing that. A little tip for you is, just before I do that, what I'm going to do is just make a note of the mileage on the day this was done. This defect was reported, so 5th of the 1st. So if I go into safety checks and go, these are all the safety checks that were done. So if I go to the oldest here, it should come out at the 5th. Here we go, 5th. So this is the one I need to see to actually look at what was reported and look at the actual walk round check. I just press on the blue download button here, and theoretically, there we go. So this is the sheet that was created on the 5th of the 1st for that vehicle. So I'm just going to scroll down, and I'm going to look for the mileage. Right, odometer reading, that's what we're after. So I'm going to make a note of that, which is 73287. Only because I need it in a minute. So come out of that. Right. Okay, so now I can go back into defects. So under pending defects, I'm going to go back to the oldest one, which is, that's not defects, that's vehicle recalls. Under defects, it's this one here, 5th of the 1st. So I want to add that as a defect. So just click on that. I know it's going to go into 123 car and commercial, having spoken to Nico about it, and the odometer is what we've just found, which is 73287. Right, and we're going to repair it. Well, I'm going to put it under next PMI, because the next time that vehicle, even though it's not a truck, the next time that vehicle goes in for some work, so for a service or whatever it may be, this work will be done then. It's not stopping the vehicle being used on the road, so we could do it as and when the vehicle goes in next. And at the moment it's an open status, so the defect status here just says open. All right, that's all we need to do for the moment. So if I press save, right, the other one I'm going to do is I'm going to click back on the vehicle, and I'm going to go into defects. All right, let's do it through here, pending defect, view pending defects. Right, so we've still got all these other pending defects. So I'm going to go again to the oldest one. The bumper's slightly out of place and the mirror cap broken. So I'm going to add that as a defect. Okay, we know it's going to go to 123. It's going to be done at the same time. So I'm going to put the odometer reading in, which is 73287. and we're going to repair it next PMI. A PMI really is for a truck, but as long as we know that the next time it goes into 123, it'll be done then. And it's an open action status. So I'm going to save that. So now they've disappeared from the pending defects, and they've now gone into defects, which should be shown here. Where's defects gone? Defects above it. Right. So they are now. Let's come out of that vehicle for some reason. Defects. Right. So it's now showing these two defects as being open and recorded. Pending defects. Let's just have a look through this, because we don't actually need to record all of these. It's the same thing. You only need to record it once. So what I'm going to do is go through these and tick them off. I'm not going to take up your time now, but you can see how we do it. It's the same defect all the way through, so we can just remove them. I've got 4 pages of them to do here, so I'll do that afterwards. Right, so the next time that we do something with these defects, it's going to be basically dealing with them, I suppose is the best way of putting it. So if I click on the defect, it shows that the bumper's slightly out of place and the mirror cap's broken. That was the odometer reading. Actions, right. So what we're going to do, we're going to create an action. We're going to, it's still going to be open, but put it in as me. And I'm going to make a note of what I've done. So I've spoken to 123 car and commercial, and they have booked it in for Friday, which is 6th. Okay, so there's the defect status is still open. I'm going to save that just so that it's a record of what's actually happened to that defect. This one, so the crack on the light, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to, it's an open status still, so it's my name against it, and spoken I'm just thinking maybe I should just put the date in there before, so it's 4.2.26 and spoken to 123 booked in on Friday the 6th of the 2nd, 26. Okay, and I'm going to save that. I'm actually going to go back into this one because it's the 6th of the 2nd that it's going in. So that's saved. Right, so we've now got both of those booked in. So they go to 123 on Friday. When they come back in, what we're going to do is we're going to change the status again. So it's now been completed. I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to put in completed at 123 CNC on the 6th of the 2nd, nearly put the first again, 26. Big fingers. Right, so then I can save that. All right, and then this one here, Right, I'm going to complete that and delete that. So completed at 1, 2, 3, C and C on the 6th of the 4th, 6th of the 4th. I'm wishing my life away. Got 26. Okay, I'm happy with that now, and you'll see that both defects have now disappeared. There's still pending defects in here because I haven't deleted all of these yet. So it says it's telling me that there's pending defects, but there's no defect now. Okay, and that's basically that's all you have to do with defects. It's that simple. I'm going to now move on to some other stuff, but I'll do that on a separate video. Okay, thanks for listening, and I hope that's helped.